when it comes to things like moving averages or really any indicator, there's no one that's better or worse. It's a matter of what do you like to use? And the ones that I use, I use a few of them. I use a 5 EMA, a 10 EMA, a 21 EMA, and a 100 EMA. The other ones that I use are a 50 SMA and a 200 SMA. Now, the reason why I've selected certain EMAs and SMAs, it really comes from two people. It comes from Ed Seykota, who you might be aware of from Jack Schwager's book, Market Wizards, and this other guy, Steve Burns, who it's hard not to be aware of him if you're on Twitter or StockTwits or Instagram or wherever. The guy is just all over the place producing prolific trading content. And both of them served as mentors to me early on, at least 9, maybe even 10 years ago. And those were the moving averages that they used, and I modeled their success and adopted them. Now, when I'm going to use one or the other, or when I'm looking at what should I be using on a trade, I want to be consistent, right? So it's not where I would be using EMAs on some, SMAs on another, and starting to mix in Bollinger Bands or God knows what on something else. What I want to do is be consistent in my trading. So I have the moving averages that I like to use, and those are the same moving averages that I'm going to use on every single trade. And well, how am I using them? Right? Like, am I using them to just like trigger entries and stuff like that? No. What moving averages do is they help quantify a move. So if something is trading above its 5-day exponential moving average, it's in a very strong trend, right? Like if every 5 days, like it just keeps on trending higher or trending lower, then the trend is very strong. But let's say it's just kind of moving around, kind of wide and loose, but it's holding its 50-day moving average, then it's now holding a strong intermediate term trend. And it's something that we want to be aware of when we're seeing these different trades develop. And it helps us figure out too, well, what kind of a trade might this be suited for right now? Is it best suited for a swing trade, maybe intermediate term, maybe a longer term trade? It could be a great day trade, right? Like if it's holding its 5 EMA on a daily chart and it has that kind of great momentum, you might not touch it as a swing trader. It might be already run up way too far past a proper entry point. But for a day trader, you're looking for momentum. You'll find intraday setup. So you could look at a 3-minute chart. That's what I often look at when I'm day trading, and we'll see different setups throughout the course of the morning, even in the mid-afternoon or in the late afternoon. You'll see setups, and it's tradable that way. So there's plenty of opportunities in the market. And it's not a matter of is the EMA better or is the SMA better. It's more of figuring out, well, what do I want to look at, being consistent with whatever you decide to look at, and also being aware too of where you're getting these ideas from. Like if you're picking out, like say, oh, I want to look at a 9 EMA. Well, why, right? Like, well, where is the idea coming from? For me, came from Ed Seykota, Market Wizard, and Steve Burns, prolific trader and trading coach. And those were great sources. And why EMAs? That's how they quantified it. Why SMAs? For the 50 and for the 200, those are the ones that the major institutions use. Those are common, they're standard, and that's why I'm looking at them as well. That basically sums it up. So consistency is the thing that you want to aim for with these moving averages or for any other indicator that you're going to use in your trading.